this time. God damn it.
No point. He didn't give you a point today.
You didn't give me the point there.
And then,
What's
and
up,
then,
everybody?
and
Welcome
then
to the
you go
Gung
without
Fu
the
Super
point
Bros
and he gets mad at
podcast,
you.
the number
You
one
want me to do
podcast for Kung Fu
Three.
martial
Bro,
arts movies.
First of all, it's not a
and
point.
pop
It's a countdown.
What?
And you don't say 2 or 1.
Hey, Stevens, what episode is this?
Oh shoot, I don't even know. Hold on.
Damn it.
95.
Woo! 5 away from the big 100.
Ooh.
Hey, Marcus, say hi.
Hey, mahalo, folks.
Enrique,
Hello.
super producer Stevens,
Hello.
and remember, my name is Ivan. Now, guys, I have a question for you. Did everybody see the fuck the Super Bowl? Did everybody see the halftime show?
Yes.
You mean the halftime show that is so disappointing to me?
Why?
She didn't do the greatest jam of
Oh,
all.
Jesus Christ.
Which one?
All right?
What
she
song
didn't do
would that be?
she did not do Shy Ronnie and bring out the greatest comedy group ever. She didn't do Ronnie and Clyde. Done. I don't care. I don't care. Congratulations on your new baby. I don't care.
Wow, that's insane. I think that's the same thing Donald Trump said too.
Worst ever.
In case you're wondering, Enrique, those were skits from Saturday Night Live. I don't know if you ever saw them.
No.
Oh, with Rihanna. They're actually really funny. Like, yeah, they're good. But, dude, I enjoyed the shit out of the performance. And, like, it's just so funny to hear, like, half of the fucking hate. First off, those stages were cool. Like, the way the things were floating up and down. Did you even see any of it? Like even a replay, Enrique, of anything?
I just saw her wearing all red and people saying she was like the devil.
Oh,
Or
geez.
not the
Bringing
Kool-Aid
down.
Man. Like that's how clever they are. Not that the
devil?
stages look like Donkey Kong and Mario were about to fight.
Oh, yeah, dude.
No,
It
there's people on Fox News
Of course.
that
Well, there.
and it shows up on my TikTok, so that's why sometimes I come across it.
So
they're like,
any
yeah,
color that's
she's-
on the rainbow, they can't deal with. The color red, Dunskies.
she's there. She was being the devil coming down, and did you notice how she wore all red, and then she came down from the sky like Satan did with all the angels, like it says in the Bible, and this. And
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
Wow. Okay.
Seriously?
Yes, bro. Yes.
First of all, the devil was cast out.
Facts. And
Like,
at that
he
point, he
was-
was still the angel Gabriel, right? Or what was his real name? No, Lucifer. No, what was it?
Yeah, he's Lucifer Morningstar.
Lucifer, right? Yeah. Motherfuckers. Nobody wonders where 20 years of the Bible goes, how we get Jesus here, and then later he's like 27 years old. Nobody wonders about that. Where's the hidden tracks? Where are the hidden tracks at? That's what I want to know.
They weren't good enough.
But
It's Jesus getting pimples and being like, not today.
yeah, hey, y'all remember middle school? It was fucking wild. Like what I want to know about that. But no, nobody wonders about that shit. Anyways, I was really look. Rihanna has hits. That's thing, and people got to get over this shit. I hate when they all want like 35 people on stage because those are my least favorite performances. Because I'm like, I don't fucking care about 90% of what's going on. I like when stars fancy themselves big enough to be themselves. Like, fuck it. The Weeknd said, I'm gonna be me, and that's it. Cool, man. Rihanna said, I'm big enough to do it by myself. Cool, man. I like that. But the stage shit. And John nailed it. They look like donkey. It was fucking cool, man. These things were going up and down.
Smash
Like,
Brothers.
And then the way the camera angles were hitting it, it looked freaking awesome. And then all the dancers just wearing the exact same thing was really, really cool. Like, so what did Fox say about the dancers all wearing white? Did they say anything about that?
That they were like something about the devil coming down from the sky and bringing down all like the falling angels or something. So they were.
But if the devil comes
angels.
down to Georgia,
Yeah, that's a hit. Automatically, that's a goddamn hit. Abarca, nice banjo playing too. I was gonna say, I got you on that one.
it's a fiddle.
Yes,
ass.
it is a fiddle.
Broom, broom, broom.
And they like that song because the human defeats the devil. That's why they like that song.
Look, let me tell you about a song from the greatest band in the world. And it didn't sound anything like the song because this was a tribute.
Okay.
It's just Tenacious D, buddy.
They really hate those motherfuckers, bro. They listen to anything. Speaking of that, speaking of devil music, you guys ever remember a Ralph Macchio classic called Crossroads?
Yes.
Dude,
Stevens has never watched that movie.
fucking amazing, bro. Like I rewatched it the other day. I think we watched it. Did we watch it at Cal State Barca as part of film school?
Maybe, but we had different classes.
What movie are you talking about?
So it's called Crossroads.
Okay.
So Ralph Macchio plays classic guitar, right? Barca? I'm gonna fuck all this up probably.
Basically, and he goes to the crossroads and he makes a pact with the devil.
Where you can be lonely. But no, he goes there because an old blues player, this is like a fable, right? An old blues player sold himself to the devil because the alleged story is this guy was crap, and then he comes back one day and he's like the fuck he's a Rihanna of all music players. He's a whatever you think. He comes back and he kills it, and they're like, "Oh, how did you get so good?" And he's like, "I sold my soul to the devil." So he goes. So Ralph Macchio,
that's the legend of Robert Johnson.
Robert Johnson, there you go. A blues player, right? That's the legend of how he got so good. So then Ralph Macchio wants to go there because there's an old song he's looking for something. And he runs into a guy and dude, at the end, he literally battles the devil. The devil's guitar player. That makes any sense.
He battles Steve Vai, an amazing guitar player.
Oh, that's a legit guitar player. Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, it's a dope ass movie, Enrique. If you've never watched it, I thought about that right now when you guys were talking about the devil, and I was like, oh yeah, I rewatched that like a month ago because I was like, Crossroads, this shit's fucking cool. I remember this movie being badass.
You watched Crossroads a month ago?
Yeah, about a month ago, I was watching the Crossroads. Yes.
On what?
I think I had a YouTube that bitch, if I wasn't mistaken.
Why did you seek it out?
You seeked it out?
Yeah, because I remember watching this movie. Something came on my feed of YouTube that something about like, did you hear the story about Robert Johnson? And I was like, dude, this is that movie with Ralph Macchio. And I think I watched it in a film class. It was one of those movies that they made me watch, and I was like, dude, this movie's really good. So I started trying to look for it, and I think I saw it on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken.
Tuba or Apple TV.
Okay, there you go. And the last battle, dude, is fucking cool, man. It's like a good ass scene, dude. Like it's really, really cool. And the way he defeats them by using the blues, and it's just cool. It's cool. Check it out, dude. It's one of those movies that like I don't know why it came to my head, but it did. So, anyways, but again, I would tell you, Enrique, check out the halftime show just for the tech. Like it was cool, man. Those stages were badass. The way it worked, I was really impressed by that. I thought it looked really, really cool. But Enrique, you had a question for Abarca. Right, a question about one of the many teaser commercials that we got, because I found out that people are like, we don't want to pay all this money. We'll just tell you to watch it on YouTube later. That's what I thought all the movies were. Enrique, what question did you have about which commercial?
Well, I noticed they had dropped some trailers to some pretty big upcoming movies, and I have to say, Fast 10 was one of them. Is it Fast 10 or Furious 10? What is it? Fast 10?
Fast, I think. Fast 10.
But then they dropped the trailer for The Flash. And I I'm kind of really looking forward to this movie. The trailer worked for me. I'm really interested. Because then, and anyone that's seen it, they drop. Which I know there was rumors that the past Batmans were going to show up, and help me out here.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton shows up.
Michael Crawford.
Michael Keaton.
But I just wanted to know kind of what to expect. Like what the story's gonna focus on as far as what this movie's gonna be about, and obviously it's gonna go in different directions because it's messing with the multiverse, right?
Well, first of all, sir, I thought we were going to talk about season 2 of What If, because I prepped for that. I was like, hey, what if Wolverine became a vampire? Nope. Got it right here. What if the Fantastic Four went to prison? I got it.
If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine.
That's fine, dude.
Let me just say this, and I don't know, see what you guys think.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Are there because it seemed like in the trailer they were very eager to show us Michael Keaton Batman.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like
they're
it,
selling that movie.
like no, but I'm saying is it would have been dope. That would have been an awesome surprise if like maybe maybe people were expecting it, but
The surprise is Christopher Reeve.
well, that's what I was gonna ask.
Oh, hey, bro.
Are they because
Oh, really?
because
Oh.
well because they show Michael Keaton and
Ah.
they show fuck, why am I blanking
They're
on all the names?
they're trying to get people in seats though, because their star has such a bad rep, right? People are not wanting to go. Like people keep going, why don't they just cancel this movie? You know, he's got this bad reputation, and so the thing they need to do is get people in the seats, and it's the worst kept secret they've had,
But what
right?
do you
Is
think
Michael
of-
Keaton in this movie?
But Steven,
What do you think of?
he has way more than a bad reputation. The guy's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
fucking weirdo. Like let's
Well-
just he's a fucking weirdo, bro.
But that's what
The
I'm
movie,
saying, right?
the movie looks good though. Like I know people were for a while were surprised that they're moving forward with this movie. I think they're like, dude, this is a banger. Like we can't shelf this.
Here's the thing though. This is the biggest cock tease because things that are cool from this may not even pan out in any other movie because they're essentially going to end the DCEU and rebrand it as the DCU. So the majority of this movie is based on a story called Flashpoint, in which the Flash wants to save his mom because his mom was killed by the Reverse Flash and framed his dad, and that's why in these movies you see the Flash go to prison to visit his dad, even though we all want to see the Flash go to prison and stay there.
I was gonna say.
So that's the impetus of this movie. In some versions of the comics, so there's three ways that the Flash can go back in time and go to different dimensions. He can vibrate really, really fast and shift his molecules into the next dimension.
Fool, that's how the player haters went back in time in fucking the Chappelle show too, remember?
He can run fast enough. He can run faster than the Speed Force and go back in time and alter stuff that way. And then there is and this is true, there is a cosmic treadmill that was made, and so I want to say Batman made it, but in this continuity, we don't know which of those three ways he's going to go back in time. In the other movies, that's been established. Hold on, let me push on my glasses. In the other movies, they established that the Flash, for whatever reason, went back in time to warn Bruce Wayne, and that started the whole. It created a timeline where Superman went crazy because of Lois Lane, probably dying at the hands of the Joker or something like that.
Boo.
And so it becomes this fascist world where Superman basically runs it his way.
Mm-hmm.
So the backbone of the story is Flashpoint. In the comics, when he does that, he messes with time and he alters people's origins. So instead of Bruce Wayne seeing his kids get murdered, Thomas Wayne and Martha Wayne witness their son die, and it drives the mom crazy, making her into the Joker, and it drives the dad to become a kind of Punisher-like Batman.
Yeah.
We don't know if they're in this movie or not.
Okay.
I will tell you, dude, if you want to prepare yourself, watch the Flashpoint cartoon.
Yeah.
It's a fucking banger, bro. You see Batman's dad be a badass. You see Joker mom, like Flash is gay. Like everything happens in that goddamn movie, dude. It's cool, man. Like it's a really good animated movie. To be honest with you,
It's probably on HBO.
It probably is.
I don't think it is actually, because I've looked for it because I wanted to rewatch it. Double check. Maybe they've dropped it here recently, but at first I don't think it was because I wanted to rewatch it because it's really good. And it kind of scares me though because it's really good, and I hope this movie is. Is it? And I think this movie. I think you're right, Enrique. I think this movie's going to be good. As much as like I'm going to talk shit or whatever, I think it's going to be good. But is it that it's also the fact that they need this to blow it up? Like they can't pull the plug on this movie.
Well, they had been talking about how the Flash was in the Flash with himself or themselves This is where it gets a little weird because Ezra Miller identifies himself as they, right? But the Flash doesn't. So I don't know how far that extends. So cancel me if you want. But you see two Flashes or two Barry Allens, right? And so imagine having to film all those scenes with whoever you chose as a new Flash again, and then they're interacting. We saw this happen with Tig Notaro in the zombie movie. So we know it's possible, but it's like, how much more money do you want to spend on this movie? Or just release it because it's probably it's got Ben Affleck's last mission as the Batman. Yeah. It's got, so somehow Barry Allen winds up in the 1989 universe. And it seems like in that universe, instead of a Superman, there's a Supergirl.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And so he helps him figure out how to get back to his own timeline and not screw things up.
I heard this movie's so big, Enrique, that he can come down wearing all red, fool, and like it still wouldn't matter, bro. That's how big the movie is. Like all down.
Do you?
It is on HBO, by the way.
Oh, watch that.
Okay. Do you think we see any other Batmans? Christian Bale.
I think maybe.
Yeah.
So there are a ton of cameos and things that need to get cut out in order for the new movies to make sense. So the Justice League is no longer in this movie. It's just Batman. There's supposedly the Superman, original Superman, second Superman, Christopher Reeve is in it. And they're saying
that's a spoiler right there.
Yes, sir. Grand Moff Tarkin style.
What's that? So we're doing all computer generated.
Well, they did in the commercial where he walked.
Oh yeah, and that was a while ago, huh? Yeah, when they did the commercial, yeah, I remember that.
So I think the technology's there. I don't think he's gonna have super scenes where he's talking. Like he's not Luke Skywalker, right? Or I might be wrong. Like this is like, hey, we're trying this out, and he's gonna talk, and he's gonna be like, hey, you know what? I was the first one. Or they said there's a character that's already appeared that is gonna come out. So who knows? So is that Wonder Woman, original Wonder Woman?
I think she says yes.
Gigi's down with that.
Or is it original Batman and Robin?
Like Adam West?
I don't know.
So TMZ thinks it's Adam West and Christopher Reeve.
Old chum, we're here.
I'm more excited about Adam West. And I want him to punch somebody and they go, pow! If Adam West is in there and that shit ain't campy, eat a dick, DC. All right? Because they need to I want full cheese. Like, it's fucking Adam West. Like, I want him running with the bomb, like, over his head and throwing it into
He's going to punch people so hard, words are going to appear above their heads.
Yes, that's what I want. So Abarca, if James Gunn doesn't come into the picture, this movie has 10 more cameos in it.
Yes, more things that kind of relate to themselves, right? Because we see Michael Shannon, like Zod is in this, so he goes back and he probably messes with that timeline, and so now they have to figure out what's going on.
So now. And you originally started with this being the biggest cock tease ever. So there's a chance that all the cool shit we see in this movie.
Like what? Like what?
Like there's no reason. If Adam West does show up, it's like cool.
You'll never see him again.
You'll never see that again. You'll never see a Christian Bale. You'll never see whatever.
Right,
At the end, you know who you see? You're going to see Lady Gaga. You're going to see Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah. The Supergirl.
But why do we need to keep seeing? Why do we need to keep seeing them if he's just going to those timelines and doing whatever he needs to do?
I will answer your question by explaining the people's disappointment in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. You have the ability to go to any universe, anything, and you show us the same kind of very safe choices. So in Barry Allen trying to get to his world, we could have gone. All of a sudden he's in the cartoon world, and he's like, "What? I'm with the animated Justice League." I'm like, "Okay, we got to keep running." Boom, boom, boom. the old chum, and then he's like Superman, and you're like, you're not Superman, or even George Reeves, like
Richard Pryor.
Yes,
Richard Pryor. he was in one of the original Superman movies. Or 3. Yeah. Well, because and you know what I think the one thing because I know what you're saying, right? But what I like about Marvel is that they had the animated stuff, so they didn't tease us. They gave us what if.
Yes.
And I think that's the cool part about it, Enrique. Like, if you just show me Adam West and we never get like a fucking cartoon Adam West, what the fuck? Like, then why? Like, the cool thing about What If is that they showed you shit, and then some of that shit actually came up later. Like in the Doctor Strange, they actually did show some of it. But like, I don't know, just don't just do it to do it, kind of a thing. Like, it'd be kind of cool if it meant something.
You're showing off. You're showing off, and it bears nothing on the story. But if he goes through time or through the multiverse, and he affects different things, and he's like maybe he starts affecting all these worlds. But again, I'm not going to write a better movie for them. But you can call me, Warner Brothers. Leave a like, subscribe.
Yeah. Because like check out the animated series and see how the animated movie and see how cool it could be. Because just that whole Batman and Joker thing is fucking awesome. Like, oh, it's so good. Like, that's really, really cool.
And the Justice League, the Flashpoint Paradox.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one, man. That's a good one for sure. Interesting.
So you're telling me I can't. So you're telling me I can't watch the remaining episodes of Acapulco Shore? I have to stop that to watch this. Is that what you're telling me?
How are you liking that, Enrique?
You can watch both.
How you liking Acapulco by any chance?
I mean, I've knocked out like 5 seasons in the last month.
Oh wait, I'm thinking of something else. You're not talking about the Apple show with the rest?
No, I'm talking about Acapulco Shore.
Oh Jesus!
You mean you don't know what Acapulco Shore is?
Nah, bro.
It's exactly what you're thinking in your head it is right now.
You love that shit, huh?
I do.
You love like the dating.
No, but no. This is not. This is the Mexican version
of real world.
of Jersey Shore.
Wow, it must be fucking amazing.
It's fucking great, dude. It's everyone fucking everyone. The first night they get there, they're just banging and girls with girls, like fucking threesomes and like, dude, they nonstop drinking. And
Buddy, have you not been to a ranch in Mexico?
No, I have not.
He has not been.
It's kind of always nonstop drinking.
It's real quick. We don't have to get into it, but it's so funny because they're like on their 10th season, and I just finished season 9, and I noticed that because like when they go out, like they would go out to like legit nightclubs, where there's people there. They're just and they're showing up, like you remember in Jersey Shore, they show up with cameras, everyone, and they get into fights and stuff like that. In this last season, the 2 last seasons, they don't even do that. They can't even do that anymore. They literally like set up whatever house they rent for them, and like they deck it out. They literally have like a little nightclub in there. They just go there and just with each other. They just party with each other. So they just move in there.
They don't even bring people in?
No, they don't.
It's not safe out in the streets right now.
I know. I'm like, dang. Yeah. Dude, I was just thinking, I'm like, they must have had like some serious fucking pedos, like, where they had to do that.
Or somebody came and said, hey, if you don't give me X amount of money, we can't take care of you guys or whatever. That's probably what it was. Or anything else.
Senor Frog said, hey, this is a quality establishment. All right, maybe take that to the Hard Rock Acapulco, but not Senor Frogs.
Not at Papa's and Beer. Not at Papa's and Beer, sir. You expect that shit across the street, but not here.
And it's funny because they don't even do it in Acapulco every time. Like the last season, they went to Colombia.
The last season, they went to fucking Ensenada. That's how bad it's gotten.
They went to Mazatlan. They went to Mazatlan one season. Like
they went inside the Bufadora.
And it's the same people throughout.
So there's been like 1 or 2 people in the first like 3-4 season, like the same people would come back, and then slowly but surely, like something like a dude got married, so then he quit coming up. He quit coming. and they would bring people in, and then sometimes just some people just decide not to come back, so then they replace them, and then.
Gotcha.
But there's been one girl that's been in it since day fucking one, and she looks completely like a different person from season one because she got all fucking plastic surgery done. Like it's like
Oh,
a
wow.
completely new person.
You got
now.
so many STDs. It's fucking ridiculous, bro.
Oh, dude, I'm just like, wow, people just I never got to experience that, like.
If she coughs in your general direction, bro, it's a wrap, dude. Like, you just, like you just feel like that. Enrique, did you are you caught up with the Last of Us?
I'm not.
No, you son of a bitch.
You can
It's a
talk
good
about
one.
it.
It's a good one, bro.
You can talk about it.
Stevens knows. Oh, Stevens.
I do know.
It is a good one though, for sure.
It was a good episode.
So,
you can talk about it.
Oh, go ahead.
You can talk about it.
No, it's a good episode. We'll wait because it is actually a really good episode. You'll remember from the game if you got that far. It is one of those. Okay. It is one of those bangers. So we also had. Okay, so we had Batman.
Wait. Did John finish his Mandalorian comic that he was reading on the last podcast?
Did you finish it, Abarca?
Oh, I've read a whole bunch more.
He's already into the new season. He's looking like he's already.
You guys are gonna talk.
Ivan, do you have an update on your?
I haven't started.
Oh I
haven't started.
Come on, I'm waiting for that Sleepwalker news.
I haven't started Sleepwalker yet. But Barker said he was this close to getting me the last fucking issue too. Like he almost found it. So
no, don't we have the last issue? We're missing the second to last, right?
I'm gonna start this and then I'll find out what the fuck happens at the end. And
Come on, we got you. We got you.
I can't do this to myself. When I close that last book, 31. I'll be like, what the fuck? There's so much got left unanswered.
First of all, there's 33 issues, and we have 33.
32? I'm
32.
Like, what the fuck? So much got left unanswered.
32. I'm trying to negotiate a deal because they want to sell the whole series together. I'm like, they're like, for $300 plus shipping is your thing.
No.
I'm like, no, asshole. Like, no one wants your series. All right, there's one dude, and that's just an elaborate game that I'm playing. Although I went through every single long box today at the comic book store. I'm like, maybe it's in here.
No.
It might be. I was like, ooh, Darkhawks.
Darkhawk was a banger, bro. Like, come on now. But we did get a few more trailers. Enrique, I'm sure you've seen the Fast one. What'd you think?
I thought I got a yawn.
I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it.
Do you like how Momoa looks and comes off?
I thought he was a hobo. It took me a while to see that it was Momoa.
Look, whatever, bro. They're just bringing stars in. Look,
no, I get that, but
I mean, yeah. I'm not gonna. What am I gonna stop at 10?
You can't stop at 10.
It's the last one. You gotta watch.
Well, they are.
Is this the last one though?
Yeah, they're like, dude, Dom Toretto, your executive producer, shut the fuck up. We need a new guy. All right.
Well, I think what they're setting up with what I'm looking forward to and to see how they pull it off is I think they're setting up a all women led string of movies. So they're gonna basically end this part of the story and continue it with all female characters, basically replacing all the male characters with female characters.
So it took them 10 movies to put women at the forefront of this movie chain, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, I mean,
women can drive too, you know.
No, but like to give them credit,
women driving in there before.
They've had women all along.
I know,
but I think now it's gonna be all women. It's gonna be like they're gonna be like the crew, and it's
as it should be.
Yeah, and I think Allison.
I don't know if you want this, Stevens. I'm gonna be honest with you. This might not be the one you fight for.
Well, not if family's their thing, like family. Like I don't.
Always gonna be about family, Stevens. You not watch 10 other fucking movies? It's always about family.
It's all about family, Stevens. Come on.
What pisses me off about the trailer is that they're doing this shit again where they're not in space, but they're going huge, right? Which is fine.
Yeah.
I kind of look forward to that now. But then it looks like it's going to end with the race. And I will kick somebody in the dick if that's how this movie is.
I love that they're going back to the roots, though, to end it. And have
no.
They've been to space.
You've gone too far, bro. You can't do that
No.
anymore. You can't do
Bring
that
it back.
anymore.
Bring it back.
Finally,
bro.
I can
Bring it
deliver
back.
these DVDs.
That's what I was gonna say. Stealing DVDs. You can't. You can't. You let it out the bag, Enrique. You can't.
So supposedly Brie Larson in this is like she's like an
race
undercover
coordinator?
cop. She's like some undercover agent.
Oh, I fucking
And-
hate this. I don't like
And
it.
the rumor is that she's Brian O'Connor's sister, bro.
Oh, okay. I'm fine. Again, fine with that. I'm even
Yeah.
okay with that. But if there's a race at the end of this,
There is a race. You see it in the trailer. I don't think
But I
it's.
hope it's in the middle. I hope it's in the beginning.
Yeah. It's not in the end.
Oh, they make it look like it's the end.
No, bro, they're not gonna end
Oh.
Fast 10 with a
Remember this
fucking drag
conversation.
race.
They
Okay.
drive into the sunset over.
No.
You know where it's at? Over the new 3rd Street Bridge.
Yeah, they're gonna be fucking fighting each other in a parking garage, fool, like to the death.
Now,
And
bro,
They drive
this
right
is-
into Boyle Heights, and they're like, "We're here, Corona time."
a lot of I think a big portion, not I don't know how big of a portion, but a portion of this movie is literally gonna be like a remake of the first one to kind of give viewers like myself that have been there since day one a little nod, like, yeah, we remember you. Don't, yeah, like, I got you, bro. And
They're
then
gonna
it's,
open
and
up
then
a
it's,
trunk, and it's gonna be a shit ton of DVDs in the back of it. And they're like,
He's a family, and then he delivers them, and he delivers them to that swap meet that you used to go to as a kid.
as a little kid, dude, and it's gonna
And
be
the guy's like, "I've been waiting for these. It seems like 10 years."
credits, fool. Bah, 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 bah.
They deliver it to Fluffy, and then Fluffy puts them in his Volkswagen bus.
It'll be interesting because, again, like I said, I look forward to the wackiness now because it's so fucking wacky. Where if they kind of do that, I'll be like, you can't.
they're
Come
not,
on,
they're
man.
not going to, bro. They're not going to.
It's gonna end with the fucking race. I'm telling you, fool.
Nah.
And then a train's gonna hit one of the cars. Something like that's gonna happen, fool. Oh, son of a bitch. Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, I love Guardians, man. So
Yeah,
like,
sure, but look,
this is it, huh?
I'm not getting super excited. Like when it comes out, it comes out. Why
And this
doesn't
was
Adam
it,
Warlock
okay?
have his cape?
Right, Abarca? Like after this, no more Guardians.
There'll be Guardian stuff, but it's this initial like James Gunn because he's like, "This is my swan song. I'm out. I'm gonna make it the best Guardians we can." It seems like they're gonna kill off Drax.
Yeah, because he said he's done with it, right? He doesn't want to do superhero movies anymore.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Guess what, guys? I'm Bane."
Yeah,
That's right. You have my permission to die now, Drax.
I would like Bane. I would like him as Bane, to be honest with you. I think he'd be a badass. But yeah, I mean, okay, interesting. I like how it looked. Give me Rocket. I like teenage Groot. Looks cool. Or not even teenage. I don't like 21-year-old Groot. I have no idea what he is in trees. But all that
You know
stuff.
what he is?
And we get Warlock, right? Adam Warlock.
Tree family. Yes, Adam Warlock is in this.
What are they doing with him? Like, is he gonna be a player later? Like,
I feel like they are setting up some more cosmic stuff. So like Fantastic Four is on its way. Harry Styles is in the Marvel universe.
Yep.
The little elf is in there too. What's his name? Not Puck, but he's somebody else. Jeez. Our one fan can is screaming it out. It's like, it's this jackass. I'm like, thanks, Milo Films.
But okay, so you think they're setting up more space stuff, more
Space stuff, and then like, hey, these guys survived. You guys are gonna go here. It won't be a happy ending per se, but it's like I think everybody gets their moment.
That's cool. Dude, that was you. I mean, you kind of said it right. Not having expectations. I remember having no expectations when I went into that movie, and it's probably my favorite Marvel shit. Like I don't know. I love the music. Fucking Rocket worked for me. The Tree worked for me. Groot worked for me. Peter Quill's awesome. Yeah, everybody was good. Everybody they did with that was really, really cool. So I'm excited about that one for sure. Was there any other big movie ones during Super Bowl?
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones. Yeah.
Only the greatest movie ever. So much expectation for part 3. Or part 4. I can't believe it's back.
Have you heard anything about Barca? What do they say?
Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Guess what? He's going through time. to save his mom from dying.
Have you heard anything, Abarca? Anybody, is it looking good? Is it not? What are they saying?
He's very enthusiastic about it. So either he's like, this was actually good, or they're like, we paid him a lot of money, so he needs to say it's the greatest thing ever.
Okay. And I was gonna tell you, Abarca, you need to start watching what was it?
Shrinking.
Yeah. Indiana Jones gets down in that show, man.
Listen, does he have a whip?
No.
Does he have a hat?
At times.
Does he have an ethically questionable sidekick?
Yes.
Well, guess what?
You're in.
He's not gonna watch it because he only watches whatever the one thing that he likes him in.
That's it. That's the only thing
he doesn't support any side projects.
Have you watched Shrinking, Enrique?
No, Amanda's watching it right now though. She's like it.
It
looks
fucking,
good.
It's Ted Lasso, fun like, heartwarming like.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, it has its moments. It's 30 minutes. It's
Listen,
awesome.
I
Ted
forgot
Lasso, March 15th.
Yup, March 15th, dude. I'm so excited about Ted Lasso March 15th too.
Oh my god! I'm sorry. March is booked for me. March and April. So
You can watch multiple shows at the same
nope,
time.
one show. He's wearing his helmet. He's got a little child to protect. There's all sorts of weird creatures. There are heartwarming moments between characters that are gender fluid and gender non-binary or non-binary conforming. Like the Mandalorian.
Is that what you're saying?
The Mandalorian has everything for you folks.
But dude, I'm excited about Ted Lasso though. I'll be honest with you. I'm on March 15th. Hell yeah, dude. I want to see what happens with our boy as a coach. Like,
Are you going to watch one at a time?
Yeah,
Like
I
per
can't wait
week?
for that. I can't fucking wait, dude. And like I said, I don't mind doing that just because it gives me time in between and I'm not rushing through it. I'm not doing that thing where I'm half asleep and I'm like, fuck it, I'll watch one more. And then I don't really watch it and I have to kind of go back anyways. So this way I'm just watching it.
Do they drop them? Do they drop them all at once?
No.
No, it'll be one per week. The last one will be the end of May.
I forget
Oh,
I
you're
have
saying-
Apple TV
Because you're getting 12.
or Apple Plus.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Apple
Apple
TV.
TV.
Plus.
Yeah, I forget I have Apple Plus TV, even though I watch it on an Apple TV.
Yeah, you don't watch anything on there? They got some good shit, man.
Dude, they got a lot. Everything on there is really good.
Truth be
buddy.
told, my wife loves Truth Be Told, dude. The podcast one, the crime one, she fucking says that's a good one. I was telling Stevens, I was watching like an episode and a half. I was like, holy fuck, this is good. Like it's really well done. That one's pretty cool too. I need to start watching some of their action shit because they have some like gun army action. And I'm like, I need to watch one of those like to see how they are. But
Anybody watch that Emancipation?
nah, I didn't watch that.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. Like I'm not in the Will Smith mood, I suppose.
He goes back for Bad Boys 4. That's when I'm back in, baby. That's when I'm back in.
When Mike Larry.
When he's Mike Lowry, I'm back in. That's when I'm back in.
All right.
You forget about all that happened beforehand. Martin Lawrence is getting a check again, and I'm paying for that.
I don't know. It's weird when you see these characters in different situations. Almost like the situation that our hero this week found himself in.
Hero or heroes? There's only
Shut up.
one.
There's only one hero to me.
There's only one. I feel like everybody's a bad guy in this motherfucker. And we'll talk about that after this imaginary break. And that was our imaginary break. We watched 5 and 6 of Warrior on HBO Max. Brought to you originally by Cinemax or Skinemax. I don't even know who the fuck about HBO Max. We had blood in the shit, and then I forgot the name of the other one, Stevens.
Chewed up, spit out, and stepped on.
2 completely different episodes because one of them was a complete departure of what was normally going on, and then we had the second episode that was. So, Abarca, what did you think of our 2 episodes this week? Our Western and then our Back to Reality, I guess, episode?
First of all, buddy, don't break the routine. You're like, hey man, Stu,
Oh.
who stars in this?
What goes on in these 2 episodes? Hit him with the back of the box, Barker.
Hey, bud. Andrew Koji as Assam, Olivia Cheng as Atoy, Jason Tobin as Young June, Diane Doan's in this, Kieran Bew, Langley Kirkwood, Dean Yeager, Joanna Vanderham, IP Freely, Hoon Lee, Christian McKay, and Perry Young.
There's a new actor in there. Wow, that was awesome.
It's a guest star of the week.
Guest star of the week. All right, Barker, so what did you think of these 2 episodes?
Episode 5 is awesome. It's a bottle episode, meaning that it's an episode in one location. It had a lot of Hateful Eight vibes, where they're stuck in this saloon, and all sorts of shenanigans are happening. I really enjoyed this episode, but I think mainly it's my love of westerns and a chance to see the characters outside of their normal routine. So that was cool. Episode 6, then they go right back to the white lady that I don't care for. And now it's not even like, oh, we're having freaky deaky sex. Now we have time to take baths together. And I'm like, hey, how's it going? Oh yeah. Oh my goodness.
That's when you hit him with the damn. I think it's time for me to leave.
You're like, oh, your husband might be home. Gotta go. Batman.
Nobody sticks around. I mean, like, I divorced him. Yeah, but he might come around still. So you just get out and you leave.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So like I was hooked, and then that episode ends, and then you're like, oh, this is the same shit again. Cool. So I enjoy the setup for the war between the Tongs and the Hongs. No, the Triads.
Mm-hmm.
But they're going by way of the Mongols.
Mm-hmm.
So that was cool. I'd like Bill, Enforcer Bill, coming to the cop's house and be like, hey man, you got that money, fool? I'm gonna break your legs. You hear me? I'm gonna break your effing legs. So that was cool. And then him going to snitch on him and be like, oh yeah, he's working with the Chinese. He's like, he's what? Cha-cha-cha-cha. He better not be. And then there's like mayor shit that I could care less of.
The whole battle between the city and the whole thing. And
well, why are we enforcing Chinese people in San Francisco? Well, that's the platform I took, because now I'm mega racist. I gotta be part of my base. And they're like, San Francisco, make it great again.
it hits a little close to home. Is what you're saying? It feels a little real.
But I enjoyed the character. So going back to the Western episode, Assam and Young June are taking a body to somewhere in Nevada. Mm-hmm. And then they get heimbucked, and they're like, hey, the horses are gonna die. We gotta stay right here at this very sketch saloon that seems like a set in the middle of nowhere. Don't mind that. So I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed the character, the Chinese owner / cook of the place that is married or to the other white lady.
Mm-hmm. The owner of the saloon.
Yeah, who's got a friggin' sawed-off shotgun right underneath.
Yeah.
So I enjoy that. Again, that to me, I wish the series was more awesome, like the original premise of Kung Fu. He goes from town to town. And maybe he's got a little guy to protect. And they go to one town, and it's like, oh, hey, do you have any firewood? He's like, yeah, we got firewood, but first you got to help us get rid of this giant dinosaur creature. And they're like, all right, cool. Oh wait, I'm talking about the Mandalorian again?
What did you think of the two episodes, Stevens?
I'm in the same boat. Whenever it becomes the cop stuff in San Francisco, for whatever reason, I check out. And then I always I'll tune back in and be like, wait, what happened? Like, who's paying who for what? And
who's zooming who?
For whatever reason, I'm not a fan of that. of that politics, I guess. I don't know what it is about it that makes it hard for me to watch, but like the episode 5, I was all in. I watched all of that. I liked it.
Do you think it's because
So
it's kind of relatable to what we're going through right now, and we're tired of hearing it? And
No,
we
you know
don't
what I
we
think
don't
it is.
want
I think
to.
it's just too much. And I'm sorry to cut you off, but I want either give me a political show or give me a cop show. Right? It's a procedural, and it's in turn of the century or late 1800s San Francisco. When they start overlapping, like it becomes special victim units where they go to court and they have to solve the case. Just give me one. Se me hace mucho. And then with then it's the dynamic of the triads and the tongs and then Assam, and you're like, what is Assam's goal right now? As a character, what does he need? Because it just pussy.
Everything. Well, at the beginning, it was all about the sister, right?
Yeah,
But then
and the MacGuffin goes away. So I guess I need something for him.
At some point, he was going home, right? But then White Lady Love keeps him there? Is that the thing?
I thought he stayed there for the sister. He's still trying to protect her.
Yeah.
In some weird sort of a way, right?
But we've seen time and time again that she's a freaking badass in her own right. Right? Yeah. She goes to the Irish's that Irish family's house and she's like, "Hey, I'm going to murder your entire family if you keep fucking with me."
Yeah.
I mean, even the way she killed killed the Mongol.
Yeah.
Like, she did that.
She's like, "Oh, bro, you bested my giant. Mm-hmm. You killed my swordsman. That means you're stronger than me, so I got to be smarter than you."
Yeah.
And everybody knows that iocane powder comes from Australia.
But yeah, no, I get what you're saying on the whole the political stuff. Honestly, that's not my favorite thing either. I love the war between like the factions and stuff like that. I love that character that kind of plays all the sides, and he's kind of like, "Hey, motherfuckers, like I'm involved with everybody. So y'all leave me the fuck alone. I am highest bidder all the time. Like I'm here to make money, bitches."
Yeah, so, he's in everybody's world, right?
Yeah,
like he's flirting with the white ladies at the beginning. He's like, "Oh, the dragon or the demon came from the mountain, and he scared the kids." He's like, "Oh,
yeah." I love the conversation at the end between June and the leader of the triads, and kind of like everything's understood. It reminds me of kind of like a mafia movie, kind of like, "Oh, that went well. No, he's gonna kill me," but yeah, he knows. The old man knows they fucked up.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, you shook his hand, Dad? Mm-hmm. What the heck?" He's like, "Yeah, dude, that's the last time we're saying goodbye."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Wait, what?"
And the old man totally gets it. He's like, "We fucked up. I have to pay for that." Like, he gets the game. He gets what he signed up for and what it's about. Yeah.
So I'm excited about. It's not sister. It's the other guy, but it's sister basically taking over.
Oh, sister and the Sub-Zero or Scorpion. I mean, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Enrique, what did you like about these last 2 episodes? I love the Western episode, so I want to talk about that one. But what did you care for in the last 2 episodes?
I mean, I thought they were really good, both of them. I mean, I agree with you guys. The political stuff is not my favorite, but I don't mind it as much just because it's the reality of. They're just giving you the reality of everything that's kind of going on around that time. So it gives you a good like. Yeah, these guys are badasses, but then all this other shit's going on, and it's just it's just part of the world, right? And they're just giving us some of that. I mean, the reason it's not my favorite, it's not so much because of the political stuff. It's just I fucking hate that character. I hate the fucking mayor. I want to kick his ass. But that's part of that's the point, right? You're supposed to hate him.
I say, boy.
Yeah. So I mean, I get it, and then, but. Yeah, I mean the Western episode. I mean, did they have a lead up? I remember them having some kind of a lead up to where, hey, we got to go take this body. Did that happen at the end of the previous episode, or was it at the because I don't even think we got it in the beginning of this. They're just in the stagecoach, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, stagecoach, but they have the conversation. Hey, your dad sent us to go get this body. Okay. Blah, blah, blah.
And I when you put me in the middle of a story and you don't give me a background, I'm good. I'm in. Yeah. I love that. when you start explaining things, it's like, well, I have to be part of this guy's group because, and I have to, like, no, don't tell me how it's made. Just show me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what I will say about the stuff in the other episode, because I thought the episode was good too, is I love the cop shit. I don't mind the cop shit at all. I love the baddie, the Irish guy. He's a fucking badass, bro. Like when he has that fight with the guy and he tells him, "Hey, bro, like you got to fucking kill him." Why? Because he ain't gonna come back for me, motherfucker. He's gonna come back for your ass.
Yeah.
So it's up to you. And that fucking dude does that shit, and then he goes home and he's fucking crying in his room and shit. Like all that is cool. You're right. It is a mayor shit that I could give two fucks about. And is it more prominent later, Enrique? I'm trying to remember.
I think it's still there.
I don't think it really goes away per se, right?
It doesn't go away, but
well, it's San Francisco at that time. Like I don't mind that part. It's just hard for me to stay engaged with that for whatever reason.
It's it's such a contrast to the fucking action in this. Action in this is so good. And even when the Irish guy like takes him to the back and says, "Let's fight," like, his shit's fucking it's brutal. It's fucking brutal, man. Every time that man punches somebody, it's crazy.
If the words cut as well as the action, then I wouldn't mind it. But it stops it. And again, maybe you just need a different actor for that. Like I hate him because he's an asshole.
Maybe it's just his face. He just has one of those faces. You just don't want to.
Okay,
maybe.
Here's the thing.
Fucking face.
Like, Ian McShane. Ian McShane in the Cowboy Show. Any scene that he's in, he's chewing up scenery. Dude, I would watch any scene with Ian McShane.
You're talking about the racist white guy?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking guy.
No. In Ian McShane is in the other Cowboy Show.
Yellowstone?
From Deadwood.
Oh, Deadwood. Yeah.
Right?
Deadwood's good. Which
one's the baddie from Deadwood? If they could do that like that with the political stuff, dude, I'm like, this dude is an asshole.
Honestly, I think that's what it is, man. I think it's kind of like, hey, how do we make this better? Replace that motherfucker. Replace the mayor. Like, I think if it's just another dude, if it's just another face we're looking at, I think would make a world of difference. And that might just be it.
When John makes the like when you do he truly is he's almost too stereotypical that person, and it's just like, bro, like I don't know, and I don't mind. You know who I don't mind though is our dude with the limp. Like I like him but we haven't seen a lot of him. But I like him more than I think it is just that motherfucking mayor.
Well, because that dude's playing like. He's just in it for himself, right? Like
he's doing this shit, right?
He's pulling the string.
Yeah.
But I think he's cool. I like his character. I like his the actor. Maybe it is just a fucking actor. Enrique.
Or maybe the mayor he either has to be a freaking badass or he has to be like so lame that you're like, dude, you can't see it, that people are like playing you so like he's got to be like, oh, I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah.
Because that makes it interesting. Yeah.
Interesting. But dude, that fucking Western episode, man. It feels dirty. It looks dirty. It feels dusty. Maybe it's a better word, not dirty, dusty. I love the action in it. Dude, our boy pulls out the fucking throat of a guy. Like he
right?
He rips a fucking dude's throat out. Does a Bruce Lee. Jumps on my man's chest.
Yeah.
It does a fucking break, dude. I gave me half a chub. Like it was fucking like it was so many things. The gunplay in it was cool. I like Yun Jun coming in from the back and just pop hitting those two dudes. Like everything just looked good.
My only beef is like, can nobody shoot?
Of course not.
Here's the thing: it's the Old West. You go hunting. I don't expect the rich people to do it.
Yeah. I love that line though. Everybody has their secrets. Cha-ching. Yeah, dude. Everybody did a good job. The fucking racism is thick. I love the fucking the pastor, the priest. His fucking prayer that he says, like everything's fucking cool. I just
every actor in that episode is fucking amazing.
Yeah. They
dude,
did
the main guy that comes to rob him, like he's so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll shoot you faster than you can grab old. Now he has like Cynthia or old Shirley or something like that, and he was like, she kind of lets go of the gun or whatever, and it's kind of like, because I guess they grew up together. Is what they're saying, right? Something like that. They grew up
They
together.
knew each other.
Yeah.
Exactly, right. So that was cool. The way they like at the end they put the hats on, like everything
Yeah.
just fucking
Yeah.
worked. Everything just
And
really.
then we get the end, right, or fiend or something at the end of that episode.
No, does it say? No, it does the long way, right?
But
It
it
does like
says
a
like
Western outro or
like
whatever, right?
yeah, like an ending of like the show, but it's just for that episode, which is kind
Yeah.
of cool. It's just a one-off episode. So like, okay, here, like
Right. And
you know,
so you end with them basically riding off into the sunset, and the next episode, if you skip all the stuff, is him bumping uglies. Like,
yeah,
And I don't the bumping uglies is whatever. I think it's
No.
I hate the whole fucking they're matching it to the explosion. I'm just like, oh my god,
yeah,
that was stupid.
yeah,
But I like the explosion. Like
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
just gave me that, the way that everybody was in costume, like it actually did. I'm gonna complain about it. The fucking sex took me out of the goddamn scene. I was like, can we just show this shit later? Like I want to see them dressed up. I want to see them celebrating whatever they were celebrating.
right.
I love Homeboy talking to the women, and I thought one of those white women was gonna blow up, and I was like, oh, it's gonna get really real. I
Yeah.
like the way the explosion. I like our boy, dude. They hate him. But like, I mean, he seems like a bad guy, but dude's a badass. Our boy that saves June because he pushes him off the stage. Like everything was cool, and that actually was taking me out of the scene. I was like, oh fuck, can we fucking really? We're gonna do the explosion thing? Like, come on, bro. Like that almost was like too much. Like I was like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
kaboom.
like, so
I wanted him in slow motion, like.
my allergy. Like, yeah, it was fucking dumb. But you take that out, that was a cool intro, like to that show, And again, when they fucking go back and like Young Jun makes a call and he says, "We're gonna go fuck these dudes up." That was a great fucking scene.
Yeah.
Like, and again, like he even walks in on the guy's like, damn, dog, like you killed these motherfuckers. Like, relax. Like, that dude's kind of a badass, man. So you're right. You take that stuff out. And again, I don't even mind you gotta have a love interest, you gotta have a love story. I'm okay with that. But yeah, in this episode, the way they did it with the whole like sex scene, I was like, oh guys.
But here's the thing, I don't find her charming. I don't find her like, oh, I see it. Like she was so sweet.
I kind of hate that it's that though. Like I would rather him fall in love with somebody at the like the madame or whatever, right? Like
I feel she's just on my teacher. She's like, no, we can't do the thing. Like I know you're not trying to be with your husband. Like I think that's what bugs me. It's like I want someone sweeter for this dude that I've invested in, right?
Yeah, I just don't like the fact that she's not racist because she has an Asian butler. That bugs the shit out of me. Like, I'm not racist.
She's like, how can I be racist?
Butler.
I'm from up north.
I pay him to like do stuff for me.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm from
same thing.
Portland. How could I be racist?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if I like that. That's the thing.
She's an equal opportunity employer.
But I only employ minorities.
She interviewed a whole lot of white people and just said that this is a guy she wants.
Okay,
That's what I'm saying.
Are there?
And he just gone
Yeah.
from this conversation.
He's like, I can't know. I've had enough of this show. Are there any? Have they shown any black characters?
No.
Think
Sorry, we lost Enrique.
We lost Enrique with that statement. No, I don't think so. Not at all.
I get it. The Irish are there, and
You're right. I'm sure we'll see something later.
I don't
But
know, you've seen it. You've seen it.
I can't remember. I'm trying to remember it. I'm like, because I know they go to Mexico, so we see a whole lot of Latinos later and stuff like that.
Yeah. And they filmed on the back lot at Universal.
Yeah, exactly. But it's a cool one because it's this whole fighting tournament thing, and like Michael Bigsby's in there. Like it's cool. It's a whole thing. So I enjoy it though. But yeah, I'm again. This was one of my favorite episodes. I was really excited that we got to see this one, the Western one being that one. It just worked for me. Like I said, the action, the whole fight scene behind the bar, where he's kind of fucking kicking and getting shot and stabbed and shit's happening, and that was such a good. That whole fucking pulling out the dude's fucking throat, like I love Young Jun stabbing people with knives. He just fits so well when
he's fast.
Yeah, he's just fucking like, bah, 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 like hitting them. I love that shit, dude. And we're back. So, yeah, great point, Enrique. That's
yeah, you like
Enrique.
that.
I'm sorry, but if you're gonna say slurs and seem like a bigot, I'm not putting you on, bro.
Is that why?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, no, we found it interesting that we said, "Hey, is there any black characters?" And all of a sudden, you fucking got kicked out, bro. And mysteriously, Enrique, mysterious.
I was boycotting the conversation because I'm so upset there's no black characters in the show.
Yeah, no, but no, again, guys, worked a lot for me. I love it. Second episode, of course, that Western one was amazing. Second episode is not bad once you just get past some mamadas. But I like our baddie. He's a fucking badass. The whole thing with the money. This cop has a conscience, even though he fucking murdered that guy. But you could tell it wasn't easy for him. But now he's
I think this is what the show's doing, right? It's putting him in situations where it's forcing him to realize the type of person he really is.
And now what?
Without those experiences, he's gonna keep being a fucking mamon, like doing stupid shit, doing favors for the Irish guy, when deep inside he knows it's not the right thing to do, but he's just doing it.
Now he's compromised, man. He's like,
but that's the thing,
he's
right?
their guy.
Now, and also he's already taken that step, so it'll be easier the next time, right?
But he becomes
spoilers, Brad.
I know.
It'll happen.
I know.
He becomes the butcher of Bakersfield.
Yes.
Hey, real quick, did you guys watch the killing?
The Texas thing?
No.
I've watched the trailer, but I haven't watched.
No, the Bakersfield one.
The
Killing
Bakersfield one.
Oh no, I haven't watched that.
I watched it.
You're like, yeah, I sold the drugs to those people, and I was high while I was doing it.
There was a guy called J.R. Rodriguez on there, and I'm like, is that is that? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's his pops.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought his pops was a lot older and bigger. I don't mean that in a mean way. Like I remember him being a big old man.
Yeah. Is he painting his hair? Is he coloring that hair?
No, honestly, watch it, Abarca. You can see in the very first episode, like 10 minutes, and let me know if that's him. Because I'm like, oh shit, is that? Oh wow, like.
Yeah. There's.
Okay, let me ask you this, Enrique. Is any of that like what's not happening everywhere? Like, I don't know. People are like, I can't believe it. I'm like, this shit happens everywhere. Like,
what it happens everywhere, but the statistics that we're giving where compared to how it's happening everywhere, but that's the thing. It's like how much, because obviously it happens a lot in LA, like in big cities, but for a city this size, I guess it happens a lot. So compared to other cities the size of big
I guess. I wonder. It's like anything else, bro. Like when I watch these documentaries, I only take them for the weight they are, right? They're always going to give you the point they want to push across. Who the fuck knows what it is, right?
Well, it's like the news. It's like you watch the news.
Depending on what channel you're on.
You see... No, well, but I'm saying like just regular daily, like nightly news, you're getting weather stuff. Like, I don't know how, like here lately when we're getting all the rain, I have people at work that work in other states. Like, hey, are you guys all right? Are you guys like, is all the rain? You guys, are you guys flooding? It's like, they're seeing the worst of the worst on the news, and they think everyone's dealing with the same thing. I think it's kind of stuff like that. It's gonna feel like more of an issue than what it is. Not saying it's not an issue, because obviously it is, but it kind of makes it a little bit bigger than what we're feeling.
It was interesting because the night before I think I'd watched it, or the night after my wife had watched it or something. We have a coworker who used to work for the paper, and she's like, she hadn't watched it, and she's like, I wonder if they talked about this one. And she goes, I remember reporting on that. It was wild. And it was the one outside the hospital.
Oh, yeah.
The hog tie one? Yeah. I'm like, And when I watched, I was like, "Yep, that's the one." Like, ding, ding, ding. Like, so it's just pretty wild. But I don't know. I guess it's shock or it's cool to not cool is the fucking right word. It was interesting to see because I knew things that were going on in there. But if I put it up against, because I'm watching my documentaries. If I put it up against documentaries,
Yeah.
meh. Like, does that make any sense? Like I wonder if somebody who's not from Bakersfield or doesn't know who the fuck Bakersfield is, if they would be like, "Oh my god," and that sounds horrible, and like we're desensitized to that point. But dude, some of the shit you watch in these documentaries, you're just like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. I watched another one the other day.
But
I
that's a good thing,
guess.
right?
I know it is. That's what I'm
Right?
saying. So I guess like because people are like, it's so bad. I'm like, y'all motherfuckers haven't watched half the shit I watched, I guess, because dude, Stolen Youth.
So what's the latest
Stolen
one?
Youth?
What's the latest one?
This
Stolen Youth on
motherfucking
what?
guy. So it's on Hulu. You see, it's on Hulu. It's a better one on Hulu. These kids are living in a dorm in upstate New York. Their dad gets out of jail, allegedly the daughter, because he used to be a CIA agent, whatever. Gets out of jail, starts living with them. 10 years fast forward, he's pimped them all. And messed with all their heads. And like, is fuck. And you get and he recorded everything, because they always fucking do. He recorded everything, bro. Wacky wildness after that, bro. It's fucking nonsense. This one, I felt sorry for nobody. I was angry the whole goddamn time I was watching. I was like, "You stupid motherfuckers!" Like, I was angry. I couldn't believe this shit, bro. Including one of the people that got fucking pimped out and all that shit and treated like shit was a doctor. Was like a one residency away from me. A doctor, graduate from Harvard.
Harvard.
And I'm like, how the fuck can you graduate from Harvard? You're this close to being a doctor, but you're so fucking stupid. It's mind-blowing, bro.
That mental control is something else, huh?
Wild, Stevens. Wild. Like, they all thought they were getting poisoned by the man. By the man. Like, it was wild. Because I could just imagine, like, living at this dorm with these motherfuckers, right? Like, my dad's going to show up. What? Motherfucker? Like, no. So then let me say that he does show up and he's like, "Hey, bro, you want me to teach you how to have sex?" First off, you dirty dick motherfucker. No. Fuck you. Don't talk to me, dog. Who says I don't know? Who says I don't? And dude, it's wild. You gotta watch it. Stolen Youth. Makes no fucking sense, bro. Like,
I have to mention another thing I watched, Ivan, that I want to say because you would appreciate it. Sorry, Stevens and Abarca, you don't care. You don't care to hear this, but yeah, you can keep reading your Wolverine
first of all,
comic
it's What If issue 24.
My apologies. On Disney Plus, David Beckham has a show. Did you watch the show he has on there where he goes and helps out a youth team, like, get better? So it's kind of cool. It's like 4 episodes. At the very end, and this is a team in England, and it's the league where he played.
Okay, it's like his AYSO or whatever league of his local neighborhood.
Yeah. And they're like, the kids are like 12, 13 years old. Anyways, at the very end, he takes the team to Wembley Stadium to check it out, whatever. Dude, there's a kid in there rocking an LAFC hoodie, bro.
Fuck you, David Beckham!
I know.
Who played for the Galaxy?
I know. It was amazing, bro. That was like the best part of the show. Other than David Beckham's face, because he's such a cutie. But anyways.
That's awesome. I do appreciate that. I love it.
Check it out. Check it out though. Check it out though.
He's not gonna watch it because he doesn't watch Disney Plus. We were
talking about this, bro. I don't ever go on Disney Plus.
I don't. That's the first time I've been on Disney Plus.
First time for me was the National Treasure stuff. Yeah, I don't know why. That was the one. Because I was telling Stevens how I was listening to Andrew Schultz's I think it's the one of the podcasts that he has, and he was just talking about how fucking like he was talking about The Last of Us, and then he was just like, dude, HBO makes hits. Like, they don't fuck around when it comes to their shows. They make hits, dude. And he was talking about Succession because people love that show, I guess, and then White Lotus, people love that show.
Yeah.
And this one, he goes, where Netflix, on the other hand, they just throw shit against a wall, bro. Like they're like,
Yeah.
fuck it, here's 100 things. Hopefully
what
one of them does
sticks.
work. So I was telling Stevens, I think that makes me go to Netflix more. Because I know that shit, I'm like, oh, here's a Spanish thing. Just today, it was about a brother and sister who were gonna take a motorcycle trip through Mexico. I'm like, I'm probably gonna watch this shit. Like it's in Spanish or whatever, right? And then I do go to HBO because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch this and watch that. But I don't Disney Plus just because I really like National Treasure. That's why I went on there. But yeah, man,
Is it that good?
It's
Is it
fun.
that good?
it's fun. Me and my daughter watched it, so that was a good one to watch with her or whatever. You know, it was cool. It's not great or anything like that.
It's for kids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For teens, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe? Yeah.
Well, I guess I was there recently. I was watching. Willow. I was watching Willow there.
Mhm.
So I guess I have been going there, but yeah, I hardly ever go to Disney Plus.
I got to start going to Hulu again.
HBO.
Wu-Tang's last season just dropped today. So I'm gonna start watching that again. So that'll be the
really?
last one. Wu-Tang and American Saga. So I'm excited about that one because
I think What We Do in the Shadows comes back soon too, right?
ooh, is that
I
dropping
think.
here?
I think.
Again, I'm booked from March through April.
He's just gonna watch The Mandalorian and all Simpson reruns. That's what it's gonna be for the whole 2 months right there.
What else can I watch? Simpsons and The Mandalorian. Like
800 different videos on YouTube, probably more than 800 actually. When I think about it out loud, like that's probably what it is more than anything else.
Oh, and it's you know what it's about? It's two guys talking about comics. Like that's it.
That's awesome. All right, so next week, Stevens, what are we watching?
We are watching John Wick,
Which I've
the
never
original.
Pew, 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 pew.
never seen it, Enrique. So this will be a new one for me. And it's one of those that again I've always.
Wow.
It's not because of like I'm hating on it. I've always heard it's amazing. Like I never pushed play. So that'll be good.
So we need to have a discussion. Who's gonna ask the question? Are you gonna ask yourself the question? Because we've all seen. This is the first.
Well, I'm the only one who has it.
You're the one that has
I
it.
hated it. Yeah.
I don't think you're gonna hate it.
I doubt I'll hate it.
Yeah, you're not gonna hate it.
Yeah, so it'll be fun. It'll be a good watch for sure. And there's 4 coming out here pretty soon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just don't hit us. Just don't. Yeah, I think that's another trailer that dropped, right? Just don't hit us with. I don't watch I refuse to watch Keanu Reeves other than on The Replacement.
The Replacement.
I like how that's the one you went with.
That great choice. Great choice.
Good job. That was awesome.
Not Point Break.
I would have went Point Break. I would have
Not
been
Bill
Point
and
Break.
Ted.
You got the Matrix. You're gonna went easy and went Matrix, but you went fucking The Replacements, bro. It's actually I only watch Keanu Reeves in A Walk in the Clouds. Other than that, I don't.
Have you seen that movie?
That movie's a banger, bro.
I'm telling you. That's your Notebook shining. That's your love for the Notebook shining through right there.
It totally is. Goddamn grapes. Motherfuckers burned out. I was like, God damn. Where can they find John Wick at, Stevens?
It is streaming on Peacock, and rentable in lots of other places. So it's pretty easy to find.
On P to the Cock?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's that, Enrique?
On P to the Cock?
All right. Hey, Enrique, if they want to leave us a message, where can they do that?
Well, I don't know where they can leave us a message. I guess they can go to our link tree. I think
get our phone number there.
Go there. Yeah, the phone number is on our link tree, linktr.ee/Gung-Fu Super Bros.
Hey, Barker, if they want to leave us a voicemail message, where can they do that at?
661-401-5941 or go to www.gungfusuperbros.com.
Super or Supo?
Supo
Bros. Zippo Bros. Hey, that's the next podcast we're doing.
All on the lighter Zippos.
That's right. But folks, remember to rate, review, leave a comment on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications if you're watching us on video.
Stevens, ring the bell.
I forgot what I did last time. Ding! Is that what I did? No.
You went.
Oh, I did it twice.
So you unsubscribed? What the hell was
She
that?
subscribed, and then she took it back.
Is that why I don't see our episodes pop
God
up?
damn
Damn
it.
it.
Damn it,
Yeah.
Stevens. Hey, Abarca, say bye.
It's only one ding, Stevens. One ding.
Abarca,
Not
say
two.
bye.
Hey, be good humans, folks.
Enrique,
Bye.
super producer Stevens.
Bye.
And remember, my name's Yvonne. Love you guys. Wu-Tang, motherfuckers.